I died on a Tuesday, my heart flatlining as the hospital's fluorescent lights burned into my fading vision. The doctor's voice, calm but distant, echoed in my ears. We did all we could. But I knew the truth gave up on me. My name is Ethan Carter, or at least it was in my last life. I was 22, a college student with dreams bigger than the small-town Ohio life I'd escaped. That night, a car crash stole everything me future, my breath, and the love I hadn't yet confessed to Mia, my best friend. But death wasn't the end. I woke up gasping in a new body, in a new city, with every memory of my old life intact. I was reborn as Lucas Hayes, a 21-year-old barista in Brooklyn, with the same hazel eyes but a stranger's face. The memories of my death clung to me like damp clothes, and one face haunted me most, Dr. Samuel Klein, the man who let me slip away. It's 2025 now, and I've spent a year piecing together my new reality. New York City hums around me. Its chaos, both a comfort and a curse. I work at a cramped coffee shop, slinging lattes while my mind replays the sterile hospital room where I died. I don't know why I'm back or how, but I know one thing. I need to find Dr. Klein. Not for revenge, though the thought has crossed my mind, but for answers. Why did he stop fighting for me? And why do I feel this pull, this unshakable need to confront him? Mia finds me on a rainy afternoon, her red hair soaked, her eyes wide with disbelief. She's 24 now, tougher than I remember, with a new tattoo peeking from her sleeve, a phoenix, fitting for someone who's always risen from ashes. She tracked me down through whispers and gut instinct, claiming she felt me, even when I was gone. You're him, aren't you? She says, voice trembling. Ethan, I don't know how, but it's you. I don't deny it. I can't. She hugs me so tightly I feel my new bones might break. And for the first time since I died, I feel alive. We sit in my tiny apartment, rain tapping the windows, and I tell her everything, me death, my rebirth, the memories that won't let go. Mia listens, her face a mix of grief and wonder. She's been searching for meaning since I died, dropping out of college, picking up odd jobs, and chasing leads about unexplained phenomena. I knew you weren't gone, she says. I felt it in my gut. Her loyalty anchors me, but it also terrifies me. I loved her once, maybe still do, but my feelings are a tangle now, part memory, part something new. Lucas's body carries its own desires, ones I don't fully understand, ones that pull me toward men in a way Ethan never felt. That night, Mia shows me her research, articles about near-death experiences, reincarnation, and a name, Dr. Samuel Klein, now working at a hospital in Manhattan. She's been tracking him too, not because she blames him, but because she sensed he was part of this mystery. He's haunted, Lucas, she says. I saw him at a conference. He looked like he hadn't slept in years. Her words sparked something in me, anger. Yes, but also curiosity. What broke him? What did he know about my death that I didn't? We make a plan. Tomorrow, we'll go to the hospital, pose as volunteers, and get close to Klein. It's reckless, but I need to see him, to look into his eyes and understand why he let me go. Mia agrees, her jaw set, her loyalty unwavering. But as we talk, I catch her watching me, searching for Ethan in Lucas's face. I wonder if she sees the truth. I'm not just Ethan anymore. I'm something else. Someone caught between two lives, two loves, and a truth I might not be ready to face. The hospital looms ahead the next morning, its glass facade reflecting the gray sky. Lucas's heart pounds as we step inside. The smell of antiseptic hits me, dragging me back to that night, to the monitors beeping, to Klein's voice saying it was over. Mia grabs my hand, grounding me. We'll find him, she whispers. We'll figure this out. I nod, but doubt creeps in. What if confronting Klein doesn't bring peace? What if it unravels everything I've clung to? We sign in as volunteers, blending into the bustle of nurses and patients. I wear a name tag that says Lucas, but every step feels like Ethan walking toward his past. Mia's eyes scan the corridors, sharp and focused, while I fight the urge to run. Then I see him Dr. Klein, older now, his hair streaked with gray, his shoulders slumped under an invisible weight. He's talking to a nurse, his voice low, but it's him. The man who let me die. My fists clench, and Mia notices. Easy, she murmurs. We need answers, not a fight. I take a breath, steadying myself. This is the moment I've been chasing for a year. But as I step toward Klein, a memory flashes, not of my death, but of something else, something buried deep in Ethan's life. A moment of warmth, a touch, a man's voice whispering my name. Not Mia's voice. Someone else's. My heart stutters. Who was I before I died? And who am I now, standing on the edge of truth? Dr. Klein's eyes meet mine across the hospital corridor, and for a moment, I swear he recognizes me. It's impossible he never knew Ethan. Not really. Just another patient on a gurney, but his gaze lingers, heavy with something unspoken. I freeze, caught between rage and the need to know why he gave up on me. Mia nudges me forward, her presence a steady anchor. We're posing as volunteers, blending into the hospital's rhythm, but my pulse races like I'm the one on the operating table. Klein turns away, heading toward a staff room, and I follow, Mia close behind. The hospital is a maze of white walls and beeping machines, each corner dragging me back to that night. I see Flash's blood on my shirt, Mia's screams from the waiting room, Klein's hand steady but his face grim as he called time of death. We catch up to him in a quiet hallway. Dr. Klein, I say, my voice steady despite the storm inside. He turns, his face tired but kind, lines etched deep around his eyes. Can I help you? He asks, glancing at my volunteer badge. I hesitate. How do you confront a man about your own death without sounding insane? Mia steps in, her voice smooth. We're researching patient care protocols for a project. Could we ask you a few questions? Klein nods, distracted, and leads us to a small office cluttered with files and coffee cups. He's not what I expected, not cold, not arrogant, just worn. What do you want to know? He asks, sitting heavily. I study him, searching for the man who let me die. Instead, I see someone haunted, his hands trembling slightly as he adjusts his glasses. Mia starts with safe questions, hospital procedures, emergency protocols, but I'm barely listening. My mind is on Ethan, on the crash, on the moment everything stopped. I interrupt. What happens when a patient doesn't make it? How do you decide when to stop? My tone is sharper than I intend, and Klein flinches. Mia shoots me a look, but I can't stop. Do you ever give up too soon? Klein's face pales, and for a second, I think he'll shut down. Instead, he leans back, his voice low. Every doctor carries those moments. You never forget the ones you lose. His words hit me like a punch. I want to scream that I was one of those losses, that he chose wrong, but I bite it back. Mia senses the tension and shifts the conversation, asking about his career, his time in Ohio. That's when I notice a flicker in his eyes when she mentions Ohio, like a wound reopening. I don't talk about that time much, he says, his voice tight. Rough years. I press, unable to stop. Rough how? Like losing patience you could have saved. Mia grabs my arm, but Klein doesn't snap back. He just looks at me, his eyes searching mine like he's trying to place me. Sometimes, he says softly, you make calls you can't take back. They stay with you. His words are heavy, and I feel the weight of them, the guilt he carries. But it's not enough. I need more than regret. I need to know why. We leave his office with vague promises to follow up, but my mind is spinning. Outside, Mia pulls me aside, her voice low. You're pushing too hard. Lucas. We need him to trust us, not shut us out. I know she's right, but the anger in me, Ethan's anger, burns too hot. He let me die? Mia. I snap. I deserve to know why. She softens, her hand on my cheek. We'll get there. Together. Her touch stirs something in me, a mix of Ethan's love and Lucas's confusion. I pull away, unsure of what I feel. That night, I dream of the crash again, but this time, there's a new Memoria man's face, blurred but familiar, his hand brushing mine as he whispers, stay with me, Ethan. It's not Mia. It's someone else, someone I loved, someone I lost. I wake up gasping, my chest tight. Who is he? And why is his memory surfacing now, when I'm so close to confronting Klein? Mia and I dig deeper the next day. Combing through hospital records, we sneak from an unlocked office. We find my file. Ethan Carter, 22. Car accident. Massive internal bleeding. The notes are clinical. Cold. Efforts ceased at 11:47 p.m. But there's a handwritten note in the margin. Inclined scrawl. Couldn't stabilize. My fault. My stomach twists. He blamed himself. But why? What went wrong? We keep volunteering, using it as cover to watch Klein. He's meticulous, kind of patience, but there's a heaviness to him, like he's carrying a ghost. I catch him staring at me sometimes, like he senses something off. Mia notices too. He's hiding something, she says one night over takeout in my apartment. We need to get him alone, somewhere he'll talk. I agree, but the dreams keep coming, flashes of that man, his voice, his touch. It's unraveling me, pulling me between Ethan's past and Lucas's present. By the end of the week, we have a plan. Mia finds out Klein visits a quiet park every Sunday, alone. It's our chance. But as we prepare, I can't shake the feeling that I'm not just chasing answers about my death. I'm chasing who I was and who I might still be. The park is quiet on Sunday morning, the air crisp with autumn's first bite. Mia and I wait on a bench, watching joggers and dog walkers pass under golden trees. My stomach churns, not just from nerves, but from the dreams that won't stop, flashes of a man's face, his voice calling my name, Ethan, with a tenderness that makes my chest ache. I don't know who he was, but he's tied to this, to me, to the truth I'm chasing. Dr. Klein appears, walking alone, his coat collar up against the wind. He looks smaller here, away from the hospital's sterile walls, like a man carrying too much weight. Mia nudges me. Now or never, she whispers. I nod, but my legs feel heavy as we approach. Dr. Klein, I call, my voice steadier than I feel. He turns, surprised, then wary when he sees us. Lucas, right? From the hospital. I nod, but Mia takes the lead, her charm disarming. We were hoping to talk more about your work. Off the record. Klein hesitates, his eyes flicking between us, but he agrees, sitting on a nearby bench. The park hums softly, leaves rustling. Distant laughter, but all I hear is my pulse. I don't know how to start. How to ask a man why he let me die without revealing what I am. Mia senses my struggle and jumps in, her voice gentle. You mentioned Ohio was rough. We're curious, did something happen there? Something that changed you? Klein's face tightens, his hands clenching in his lap. Why do you want to know? He asks, his tone sharp but brittle. I lean forward, unable to hold back. Because I think you made a mistake. A big one. And it cost someone their life. The words hang in the air, heavy and dangerous. Mia tenses beside me, but Klein doesn't move. He just stares, his eyes searching mine like he's seeing a ghost. What do you know about my mistakes? He says, his voice low, almost a growl. I swallow, my heart pounding. I know about a patient. Ethan Carter. He died in your care. You gave up on him. Klein's face drains of color. He stands, unsteady, his hands shaking. How do you know that name? He demands. Mia tries to intervene, but I'm too far gone. I know because I was there. I say, my voice breaking. I was Ethan. The confession slips out before I can stop it, raw and reckless. Mia gasps, and Klein stares at me like I've punched him. You're what? He whispers. I expect him to laugh, to call me crazy, but he doesn't. He just sits back down, his face crumpling. That's impossible, he says, but there's no conviction in his voice. Mia grabs my hand, her eyes wide with fear and awe. Lucas, what are you doing? She hisses. But I can't stop now. I died. Dr. Klein. And I came back. I don't know how, but I remember everything. I remember you saying you did all you could, but you didn't. You stopped. Klein's breath hitches, and for a moment, I think he'll run. Instead, he buries his face in his hands. Ethan Carter, he murmurs, like a prayer or a curse. I never forgot you. I see you every night. His voice cracks, and I realize he's crying. It throws Meta's man, the one I've hated for a year, is breaking in front of me. Mia squeezes my hand, grounding me, but I'm shaking too. He looks up, his eyes red. I tried to save you, he says. You were bleeding out, your heart failing. I fought for hours, but the damage, it was too much. I made the call to stop because I thought it was mercy. His words hit like a wave, pulling me under. Mercy. I'd never considered that. All this time, I'd seen betrayal, not a choice made in pain. Mia speaks up, her voice soft but firm. Why do you carry it so heavily? Then, if it was just a call. Klein laughs, a bitter sound. Because I wasn't sure. I've never been sure. I went home that night and drank until I couldn't see your face anymore. He looks at me, his gaze piercing. You look nothing like him, but your eyes, God, they're the same. The weight of his words settles over me, and I don't know what to feel: anger, pity, or something else. The dreams flash again, that man's voice, his touch. I need to know more, not just about Klein, but about Ethan, about who I was. There's something else, I say, my voice barely above a whisper. Someone I loved. A man. I don't know his name, but he was there, before the crash. Do you know anything about him? Klein's eyes widen, and for a moment, I think he knows something. But he shakes his head. I only saw you in the ER. No one else. Disappointment stabs me, but Mia's hand in mine keeps me steady. We leave Klein in the park, his figure small against the sprawling trees, but his words echo in my head. Mercy. Mistake. Memory. I'm closer to the truth, but it feels like I'm unraveling too. The walk back to my apartment is silent, Mia's hand still in mine, but my mind is a storm. Klein's words, mercy, Mistake clash with the fragments of Ethan's life that keep surfacing. The man in my dreams. His voice soft and urgent. Feels like a key to something I've lost. But who was he? And why does my heart ache for him in a way it never did for Mia? At home, Mia paces, her energy restless. You told him you're Ethan, she says, her voice a mix of awe and worry. That was a risk. Lucas. I slump onto the couch, my head in my hands. I know, but I couldn't hold it in. He needed to know. She stops, kneeling in front of me, her eyes searching. And now? What do we do with that? I don't have an answer. All I have is a burning need to understand not just Klein's choice, but who Ethan was, who I am now. The dreams grow sharper that night. I'm in a park, not the one we met Klein in, but somewhere in Ohio, with green hills and a quiet stream. A man sits beside me, his face still blurred, but his hand is warm in mine. You're enough, he says, and the words carve into me. I wake up crying, Lucas's body trembling with Ethan's grief. Mia's asleep on the couch, her notebook open to a page about reincarnation. I don't wake her. I need to figure this out alone. The next day, we return to the hospital, but Klein's gone called away for an emergency. A nurse says, I'm relieved and frustrated at once. Mia suggests we dig deeper into Ethan's life, not just his death. There's something you're missing, she says. Something about who you were with. She's right, but it scares me. Ethan loved Mia. I know that, but these memories of a man suggest a part of me I never faced. Was I hiding it? Or did I not know? We head to a library, using public computers to search for Ethan Carter. It's surreal, reading about my own death, local news articles about the crash, a drunk driver, my obituary. But then I find it, a photo from a college event. Me fan smiling next to a man with warm brown eyes and a shy grin. The caption names him Noah Ellis, my roommate. My heart stops. Noah. The name fits the voice in my dreams, the touch I can't shake. Mia sees my face and leans over. Who's that? She asks, her voice careful. I can't speak, my throat tight. I think I loved him, I whisper. Her eyes soften, but there's pain there too. She loved Ethan, and now she's losing him again, piece by piece. Then we find him, she says, her voice steady despite the hurt. I nod, grateful for her, but guilt gnaws at me. I'm tearing her apart, chasing a ghost. We track Noah to Boston, where he's working as a graphic designer. Mia books us bus tickets, her determination unwavering. You need closure, she says. For Ethan, for Lucas, for you. The bus ride is long, and I stare out the window, memories flickering Noah's laugh, his hand brushing my cheek, the way I felt alive with him. But there's fear too. What if he doesn't remember me? What if he does? Boston is colder, the streets narrower, and my nerves are raw when we reach Noah's apartment. Mia waits downstairs, giving me space. I knock, my heart in my throat. When the door opens, it's him older, his hair longer, but those same brown eyes. Can I help you? He asks, polite but distant. I freeze, searching for Ethan in his gaze. But there's nothing. Just a stranger. I'm Lucas, I say, my voice shaking. I knew someone you used to know. Ethan Carter. Noah's face changes, grief flashing across it. Ethan, he says, his voice breaking. How do you know him? I hesitate, then step closer. Can we talk? It's important. He nods, letting me in, and the air feels heavy with what's coming. I don't know how to tell him I'm Ethan, or if I should. But as we sit, his eyes on mine, I feel it pull. The connection. The love I lost. And I know I can't walk away without trying. Noah's apartment smells of coffee and paint. A small space cluttered with sketches and books. He sits across from me, his eyes wary but curious, and I feel Ethan's love for him like a pulse in Lucas's veins. I want to tell him everything, to spill the impossible truth, but the words catch in my throat. How do you tell someone you're the lover they lost? Wearing a stranger's face. I knew Ethan from Ohio. I start, my voice unsteady. He talked about you. A lot. Noah's expression softens, but pain lingers. He was everything, he says, his voice low. When he died, I didn't know how to keep going. His words cut deep, stirring memories of late-night talks, stolen kisses, moments I hid even from myself. Ethan loved Noah, but he was scared of what it meant. Scared of losing Mia's friendship. Scared of the world's judgment. I lean forward, my hand shaking. What was he like? With you? Noah hesitates, then smiles. A sad, beautiful thing. Brave, even when he didn't know it. He was figuring himself out. You know. Trying to be honest about who he loved. His eyes meet mine, and for a moment, I think he sees Mia thin beneath Lucas's skin. But he doesn't. He can't. Why are you here? He asks. What do you want with Ethan's memory? I take a breath, teetering on the edge of truth. I think Ethan's still here. Somehow. I know it sounds crazy, but I feel him. In me. Noah's face hardens, and I realize I've gone too far. Don't, he says, standing. Don't mess with his memory like that. I stand too, desperate. Noah, please. I know things only Ethan would know. Like the night we sat by the stream, when you said I was enough. His eyes widen, shock replacing anger. How do you know that? He whispers. Before I can answer, my phone buzzes Mia, texting from downstairs. Klein's here. In Boston. He followed us. My heart lurches. Why would Klein come after us? I tell Noah I'll be back, promising answers, and rush downstairs. Mia's waiting, her face pale. He's at a hotel nearby, she says. I saw him checking in when I grabbed coffee. Lucas, he's not letting this go either. We track Klein to a small hotel bar, where he sits alone, nursing a drink. He looks up as we approach, his face a mix of resignation and fear. You followed us, I say, my voice sharp. He doesn't deny it. I had to, he says. After what you said in the park, I can't stop thinking about it. About you. About Ethan. Mia steps closer, protective. What do you want with him? She asks. Klein's hands tremble as he sets down his glass. I don't know what you are, he says to me, his voice raw. But you're right. I let Ethan go too soon. I was exhausted, grieving my own losses, and I made a call I've regretted every day since. His honesty disarms me, but it doesn't erase the pain. Why didn't you fight harder? I ask, my voice breaking. I was 22. I had a life. Klein's eyes fill with tears. I know, he says. I see you in every patient now. I hear your name in my sleep. His words shake me, and I realize he's as trapped by my death as I am. Mia touches my arm, grounding me. We need to know everything, she says to Klein. What happened that night? All of it. He tells ushers of surgery, my heart stopping twice. The team stretched thin, his own exhaustion clouding his judgment. I thought I was sparing you pain, he says. But I was wrong. The truth hurts. But it's not the betrayal I imagined. It's human. Flawed. Like me. Like Ethan, hiding his love for Noah. Like Lucas, unsure of who he's becoming. I leave Klein with a promise to talk again. But my mind is on Noah. I need to tell him the truth, no matter how impossible it sounds. Mia stays behind, saying she'll keep an eye on Klein. Go to him, she says, her voice soft but pained. You need this. I nod, grateful, but her eyes tell me she's letting go of Ethan, piece by piece. It breaks my heart, but I can't stop now. Noah's waiting when I return, his face a mix of hope and fear. I sit across from him, the weight of my confession heavy in the air. I need to tell you something, I say, my voice shaking. It's going to sound impossible, but I swear it's true. He leans forward, his eyes locked on mine, and I see the boy Ethan loved, kind, brave, searching for truth. I'm Ethan, I say, the words spilling out. I died in that crash, but I came back. As Lucas. I have all his memories. Noah. I remember us. His face crumples, a mix of disbelief and pain. That's not possible, he says, but his voice wavers. I reach for his hand, and he doesn't pull away. The stream, I say. You gave me a stone, said it reminded you of my eyes. You kissed me there, and I was scared, but I loved you. Noah's breath catches, tears spilling over. No one knew that, he whispers. No one but Ethan. He pulls his hand away, standing, pacing. This is too much. You can't be him. He's gone. I stand too, desperate to reach him. I'm here, Noah. I don't know why or how, but I'm here. And I still love you. The words surprise me, raw and true, a bridge between Ethan and Lucas. He stops, his eyes searching mine, and for a moment, I think he'll believe me. But then he shakes his head. I can't, he says, his voice breaking. I buried Ethan. I can't lose him again. He asks me to leave, and I do, my heart shattering. Outside, the Boston night is cold, and I feel more lost than ever. Ethan's love for Noah is real, but Lucas's body carries its own desires, its own questions. Who am I now? Mia finds me on a bench, her face worried. What happened? She asks. I tell her, my voice hollow. She listens, then pulls me into a hug. You're still you, she says. Ethan, Lucas, whoever. You're enough. Her words echo Noah's from the dream, and I cry, clinging to her. But her touch doesn't feel like home anymore, not like Noah's did. I'm caught between two lives, two loves, and I don't know how to choose. We head back to New York the next day, the silence between us heavy. Mia's trying to hold on to Ethan, but I see the distance growing. She's my anchor, but she's also a reminder of a life I can't fully reclaim. At the hospital, Klein's waiting, his face grim. I looked into your case again, he says. There was something I didn't tell you. My heart races. What? He hesitates, then hands me a file. There was a donor, he says. After you euthanasied, your heart was donated. It went to a boy in New York. Lucas Hayes. The world tilts. My heart Ethan's here it is in Lucas's chest. That's why I'm here. Why I remember. I'm not just reborn. I'm tethered to my own past. My own body. Mia gasps, her hand on my arm. That's why you feel so much, she says. It's not just memories. It's you. I'm shaking, the truth too big to hold. Klein looks at me, his eyes full of guilt. I didn't know, he says. I thought I failed you. But maybe this is why you're back. I don't know what to say. All I know is I need to see Noah again. To tell him this. To make him understand. We plan to return to Boston. But that night, a new memory surfaces, not of Noah, but of Mia. Ethan's last thought before he died. I'm sorry. Mia. I love you. But not like I love him. The guilt hits me hard. I've been hurting her. Chasing Noah while she's been by my side. I need to make this right for her. For Noah. For myself. But how do you fix a heart that's been broken across 2 lives? The revelation about my heart, Ethan's heart beating in Lucas's chest, changes everything. I'm not just a soul reborn. I'm a piece of my past, carrying Ethan's love, his pain, his regrets. Mia sits beside me in my apartment, her eyes red from crying, but she's still here, still fighting for me. We'll go back to Noah, she says, her voice steady. You need to tell him this. I nod, but guilt chokes me. I've been so focused on Noah, on Klein, on my death, that I've ignored what I'm doing to her. I'm sorry, Mia, I say, my voice breaking. I loved you, Ethan did, but it was different. I was in love with Noah, and I never told you. Her face crumples, but she doesn't pull away. I knew, she whispers. I saw it in you, even back then. I just hoped. The honesty hurts, but it's a relief too. She deserves the truth, even if it breaks us both. We head back to Boston. The bus ride quiet, but not tense. Mia's strength humbles Mesh's letting go, but she's still here, helping me find closure. At Noah's apartment, I knock, my heart, Ethan's heart pounding. He opens the door, his face guarded but softer than before. I didn't think you'd come back, he says. I take a breath, the weight of everything pressing down. I need you to hear me out, Noah. All of it. We sit, and I tell him everything: me death, my rebirth, the heart transplant, the memories that won't let go. His eyes widen, but he doesn't interrupt. When I finish, he's quiet, his hands clasped tight. You're saying you have Ethan's heart, he says finally. And his memories. I nod, my throat tight. I'm him, Noah. But I'm also Lucas. And I still love you. He stands, pacing, his emotions raw. I want to believe you, he says. But it's too much. I loved Ethan, and losing him broke me. I can't do that again. I step closer, desperate. I'm not asking you to love Lucas. I'm asking you to see Ethan in me. To give us a chance. He looks at me, tears in his eyes, and for a moment, I think he'll reach for me. But he doesn't. I need time, he says, and my heart sinks. Back in New York, Mia and I meet Klein again. He's different now, less guarded, like confessing his guilt has lightened him. I've been looking into your case, he says. There's no medical explanation for this, your memories, your return. But I believe you. His words are a small comfort, but they don't fix the ache in me. I need Noah to believe too. Mia suggests we give Noah space. Focus on understanding my rebirth. We dive into research, chasing theories about consciousness, transplants, cellular memory. Nothing fully explains it, but the search keeps us grounded. Mia's strength is unshakable, but I see the toll it's taking, her love for Ethan fading as she accepts Lucas. I want to hold on to her, but I know I have to let her go, just as she's letting me go. One night, Noah calls. His voice is shaky but determined. I've been thinking about what you said. About Ethan. Can we meet? My heart leaps, but fear follows. What if he rejects me again? Mia pushes me to go. You need this, she says. For both of you. I book a ticket to Boston. Alone this time. My mind racing with hope and dread. I'm so close to answers. To love. To peace, but I'm terrified of what I'll find. Boston streets feel familiar now. Like a place Ethan and Lucas both belong. I meet Noah at a small cafe. His face nervous, but open. I've been thinking, he says, his voice soft. About you. About Ethan. I don't understand it, but I feel him in you. Our heart beats faster. I reach for his hand, and this time, he doesn't pull away. I'm not asking for forever. I say, just a chance to know you again. He nods, tears in his eyes, and we talk about Ethan, about Noah's life since, about the pain we've both carried. It's not a promise, but it's a start. For the first time, I feel like I can be both Ethan and Lucas, not caught between them but whole. We walk through the city, the autumn air cool, and I feel hope, fragile but real. Back in New York, I meet Klein one last time. He's retiring, he says, ready to let go of the ghosts he's carried. You gave me a second chance too, he tells me, his voice steady. I'm not that doctor anymore. I forgive him, not because he deserves it, but because I need to. Holding on to anger won't bring Ethan back, it won't change who I am now. Mia's waiting at my apartment. Her bag's packed. She's moving to Chicago, chasing a new start. You don't need me anymore, she says, smiling through tears. You're finding your way. I hug her, grateful for every moment she's been my anchor. I'll always need you, I say, and I mean it. She's family, even if our love has changed. Months later, Noah visits New York. We're slow, careful, building something new from Ethan's memories and Lucas's heart. It's not the same lovey, it's better, stronger, honest. I don't have all the answers why I came back, how my memories survived, but I have this, a life I'm choosing, a love I'm fighting for, a past I've made peace with. I visit Ethan's grave one last time, the Ohio air cold against my skin. I leave a stone from that stream, the one Noah gave me, and whisper, I'm enough. Not just for Noah, for Mia, for Klein, but for myself. I'm Lucas. I'm Ethan. I'm alive. And that's enough.